Such a big part of the of how well it goes is the interaction, and um, so it's like, I think that was funny. Insert laugh line here.
It's a laugh line here.
I'm
Um,
gonna pause for laughter. Ha ha ha.
okay, so let's see. It says that I'm live on Zoom.
Sweet.
Oh, we're live on Facebook.
Hey,
Okay.
Facebook people.
Hi, Facebook people. Okay, let's see if we got there on LinkedIn. And I'm gonna have to get us on. Yeah, we are on LinkedIn.
Hello, LinkedIn. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. Jen's working out the technical details so that we can get started. We have an amazing thing lined up for you right now. We are going to tour. We're doing a retreat. I was going to say, I hope you've heard about it. Maybe you haven't, because, not everything goes out to everybody. I won't take it personal, but we're doing a retreat really soon. And I always say Quebec, but it's Quebec, right? Am I saying it wrong?
I mean, some people say Quebec.
Okay.
Uh,
Because I say it, and I feel like it's when I say croissant and someone's like, it's croissant. And I'm like, I'm American, so I don't speak French. So anyway, in Canada, in the woods, on a
yeah.
lake, beautiful retreat, and you're going to get a sneak peek today. So uh,
Yeah.
this is going to be exciting.
Okay, so hang on a second. I need to do this here. Don't know if Instagram is going to work for us, but let's see.
These lives are fun because there's all these technical details in order to get them out everywhere. And Jennifer is the technical one here, so she's got all the backside going on, and I'm just talking, Jen, just to keep people, entertained while you do your thing. So ignore me. You ignore me. Everyone else don't ignore me, please. You're gonna give me a complex as I fall asleep at night, going, no one listened to me today. Uh,
I actually, Mercury's in retrograde right now also.
I'm
So
very aware of that.
yeah, things are not good. It doesn't look like our Instagram is going to cooperate with us. And we can't get on there at the same time because we're gonna echo.
There you go. That works.
Let me just try one more thing. Do you have a good joke,
Oh,
Andy?
do I have a good joke? Oh my gosh, I will tell you this. I had this experience this week. It's a joke I'm working on, so it's not very well developed yet, but I will
Okay.
tell you. Do you ever meet up with somebody that you haven't seen for a while and you're like excited because like, okay, we're gonna have this lunch, and we go to lunch, we do the lunch thing, and you have a great, you reconnect just like you have been together forever, and it's just a great couple hours, and you leave, and a little too soon after they say, are you free next Wednesday? And you're like, oh God, you're not a weekly friend. You are a quarterly friend. Like, just like, no, do not text that soon. And I think that's the one thing that, like, friendships are great and connections are awesome, but I think sometimes people don't always understand what bucket you have them sorted into. And it's like, no, you are this kind of friend or that kind of friend. And it doesn't mean that I don't value people. It's just,
Yeah.
we only have so much space in our life, and for different levels of the inner circle friendships, and I sort them by time. I know a lot of times people are like, inner circle, outer circle, but I look at, like, who can I interact with every day? It's very limited. Who can I interact with every week? Still pretty limited. Every month, every quarter, every other week. And then there's the quarterly friends for lunch, or quarterly friends for like a hike. That's a much different time commitment. So anyway, I'm working through that, but there's something funny in there that I got to nail down still.
I love it.
That's the thing when you're developing jokes, you've got to, for me at least, everyone has a different process. I can write out the idea or tell the story,
Yeah.
but I need to get on stage to do it. And I almost have to fail a little bit in order to find the humor, the lesson, the laughter, and then, which is the same way I learn. I've got to do the thing, and then that makes me very aware of, oh, that's why that instruction was important. Then I can move on to the next time.
So I have a question for you, follow-up question.
Mm-hmm.
Am I a quarterly friend or a weekly friend?
Oh my gosh. You are transitioning from, well, you're definitely way beyond quarterly. Um, we're not quite weekly yet, but we're getting there. I think if we lived close by, we would be weekly friends.
There we go. There we go. I love it. We
I
would
think it's
totally.
just the international relationship that gets in the way.
Yeah. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're live on Instagram. There we go, people.
Woo!
Uh,
Hello, everybody.
I'm
Oh
not
my God,
sure.
that means now we have like 10 million people watching. This is a lot of stress.
I
Wow.
know it's a lot of stress. And I think looks like we're a little bit cut off, but I think if people click into it, they will be able to see us properly. We're just going to leave it like that for now so we can get started.
Perfect.
Oh, let me find you again. There you are. Andy, so
Hey,
nice to be with you.
it's so great to be here today. I'm so excited. This is good. This is going to be so fun. I'm looking forward to this because I've not yet seen where we're gonna be. So this
Yes,
will be fun.
it is. I have to say my aunt is a little bit disappointed from across the lake because she thought you were here physically in person today. So
Oh, yeah. She thought I was coming out for the day just to tour the place.
exactly,
Which
exactly.
would it be? I would, if I had my private jet fueled up and ready to go and owned, I would, you know, not be
Yeah,
that into the planet, but it would be cool to be there.
I know it would be cool. So, officially welcome everyone. Andy and I are here today to drop a few extra nuggets of information about the retreat, some things we're doing, some bonuses we have, who this is for. We're gonna be sharing a whole bunch of stuff today. We know that a retreat is a big decision, a big investment. So we really want to give you guys a couple of times to have like spend time with us. Some of you know me, some of you know Andy, and to get to know both of us and really understand what this retreat is about. So we're going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff for the next, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes ish together. Um, and what we're going to do to start, actually, because I thought this would be really fun, um, is I'm going to pull a card for our retreat. So this is my favorite deck that I use all the time. It's by Chris Ann, the Sacred Oracles card. And I thought I would pull a card for us just to get like, what is this retreat going to be about? Well, we know what it's about, but like, what is the purpose of this retreat? What is it going to bring people? What is the intention of it? What is the energy behind it? For those of you who don't know, I am an intuitive leadership coach and consultant, a little psychic at times, and I do a lot of intuitive work, which sometimes includes cards because I just love cards. And most of the people in my world love cards as well. So we're gonna tap into the energy of this retreat happening on October 3rd. So October 3rd to October 7th in Quebec, Canada, in our beautiful family cottage perched up on top of a lake. And we're going to tell you more about that in a second. So let's see what we need to know about this retreat, Andy, and what people need to know.
All right. Can't wait to see y'all. I'm gonna reach over and just
Yeah, I know. Pluck one out.
Yeah.
If only you could come through. I'm not shuffling the most elegantly as usual because, my thumb is a thing right now. Holy mother of all things. Okay, so this is crazy because this deck, I gotta tell you guys something before I show you the card. When you buy this deck, you need to before you use it, you need to shuffle it and you need to pull out two cards. You need to pull out your power card and your challenge card. And my power card is the one that came out.
Oh,
So this is really crazy. So it's find your sacred flow,
ooh,
which I love.
that is perfect for this retreat.
It is. And every time I pull this card, I feel like I'm just being reminded of how important this moment is, or this thing that I'm going to do is, when I'm asking about something. So for me, this is a really exciting card. And I'm just going to read you guys the description, because this card is for you too, if you're going to come to the retreat. And it's for you too, Andy, because you're going to be at the retreat.
Sweet.
So the essential meaning of the card is finding your flow state, your unique rhythm, bringing your spirituality into the solution, in flow with the universe, pausing, surrendering, control, taking time to understand other perspectives and your own. And the self-care message, which can be something maybe that's still a bit challenging, or something you need to work on, like the sort of flip side of it, a habit of copying someone else's steps, overscheduling your time. We were just talking about this, Andy and I,
Yes.
and we're going to talk about it in relation to this retreat. Being a martyr, putting others' needs in front of your own, a need for self-care, and a sacred pause. Let's just reread that.
Mm.
A need for self-care and a sacred pause. And before I read the rest of the card, just before coming live, Andy and I were just talking about how important it is right now for both of us to have breaks, to create space in our lives, to do less, to breathe more. And I think this retreat is very much going to be a reflection of that as well. Would you agree?
Definitely. It's as you were saying that sacred pause, it's like that is we were just talking about that before we got on the live, because that's I was telling Jen that was yesterday was an unplanned sacred pause for me where I said, you know what? I just got to step away and not in a frantic, oh my God, I'm overwhelmed. Just I feel like it's the right time for a break, and I was very at peace with it. But it's very weird because even 6 months or a year ago, I would have been beating myself up, stressed out about taking that step away, and now being able to see that as part of the process that is actually helping the growth happen, and saying, you know what, this is so important. I've got to not be here, and that's one of the reasons why I'm so excited about this retreat, because it is an extended version of that, where it's a um, very mindful. We're here to do the work, to take the breaks, to have that time built in where you just kind of get to a reset.
Mm. Totally, totally. So, the description of the card, your sacred flow. Each one of those words is powerful medicine for your creator spirit. Tune into your own rhythm and actively schedule your own unique sacred flow into your life every day. This may mean stopping to nap, exercise, or meditate during the day if that's what makes your heart sing. It may mean scheduling something sacred into your planner, something epic even, like a retreat with Andy and I.
Ooh, I think you planted this card.
I did not. I did not. Um, what makes you feel alive and in flow with the world? Are you leaving time for that thing? If something is encroaching on your flow time, you may need to set clear boundaries and prioritize this sacred break. Be sure you aren't giving up your personal space so that someone else can benefit. Don't be a martyr. This space is desperately needed for you to find your center. If you are feeling pressure to make an important decision, right now is not the time to give an answer you aren't completely sure of. Go with the flow of not knowing, sleep on it, surrender to not having all of the answers, and know that everything will be revealed when you give yourself the space of distance, stillness, and perspective. When have you lost yourself in doing instead of thinking? What activity has made you get into that flowing state of Zen and just being? How do you get into that sacred zone, that place where time stands still and everything else fades away? If you were to flip your opinion on its head, what perspective would you be gifted?
Mm.
So I just got like a whole ton of chills with that last sentence. I think one of the things that both Andy and I are really hoping for with this retreat for you, and it's totally related, Andy, to your new book, which we'll talk about in a second, is really helping you shift your perspective about what's possible for yourself, the potential available for you, and you know, empowering yourself to choose your thoughts so that your thoughts are aligned with the experiences and the reality that you want to have. So if we think about quantum physics a little bit, which I just totally nerd out on, essentially they say, a thought creates an emotion, and then that thought and that emotion together create our experience. So, Andy, why don't you tell us a little bit about your new book and the work that you're doing around that right now? We will be
For
sharing.
sure. I have author copies coming soon. I was hoping to have one to hold up and go like, here it is, but it'll be here soon. But so my newest book, it's called Own Your Awkward Thoughts, which is the subtitle is Master the Art of Reframing the Way You Think. And it's all about teaching you the skills and the questions to ask yourself in any given situation to shift our mindset to come back to there's a positive way to see this, there's a direction I can choose to take the things I'm encountering in life. And this book has 60 days of guided reflections where it'll give you a scenario like, maybe you're sitting in the park and you're seeing all the families and you're feeling all alone because you're not with yours or whatever. That might be the opening statement, but then it walks you through, but let's look at it from a different angle. And what about all the times that these people, this might be their one day together and they may be alone tomorrow or yesterday, and you may have been with family tomorrow or yesterday. So just because we see a moment in time a certain way doesn't mean that's always the reality. And then at the end of each day, it has some reflection points, some questions to ask yourself. But the key thing that's the most valuable part of this book is that there are 6 simple questions to ask yourself in any situation that are very generic, that that bring us back to, oh wait, I can, if I just come back to this way of thinking, now no matter how I'm feeling, I don't have to go, oh wait, I was encountering loneliness, so I got to come up with this list, or I was encountering struggle, so I got to come up with this list. It's no, you know what would I tell the younger version of myself if I was trying to give them advice right now? What's a different ending I can write to this story? We can apply those questions to any scenario we encounter. And that's one of the things with that I didn't realize was a theme for my writing was that I realized we have a lot of tools for specific situations. My last book about change was really about how to encounter change because so many books are about, how to encounter or how to deal with a relationship change or how to deal with losing your job or getting a new job. But so many of the tools that we need to use for change in general are the same. And that's the same thing with our mindset. Let's teach ourselves how to deal with the root issue so that we're not chasing all these different solutions all the time and getting frantic about, well, now I got to go read a book to figure out how to deal with this. So that's right in line with what we're talking about. This retreat is so mindset focused, and I'm looking forward to it because this book is a collection of my own thoughts that I have shared over time as I was encountering those situations. So those are real, raw, in the moment. These aren't just like, oh, let me pretend like this is actually I struggled with this situation and this is the process of how I got through it. So I'm looking forward to actually readdressing these things for myself at this retreat with a different group of support and a different tools that are going to come from the other things that you're going to be bringing.
Totally. I love the example you just shared about the park thing. And I think a lot of us struggle with that with social media. Like we see something go by, these things go by on social media, and we feel like people just everyone has their shit together except for us. Everyone's successful about except for us. And one of the things that I think you and I both value a lot, and it's totally related to what you just ended with, is being very open and raw and honest with people. And we are going to be that is going to be part of the retreat. Like Andy and I, we're going to be teaching, we're going to be leading you guys through a whole ton of incredibly transformational and fun activities, but we're also going to be sharing some really deep, intimate stories about our own journey and, the messiness of that. And like the thing that makes us all human, which is life is not always easy and we all go through our hardships. And so you're going to get the real raw version of us when you're in the retreat for sure.
Yeah, that's one thing, Jen, that I absolutely love about your approach. And I think that's why we're so in line because we have a very similar approach in that we're not here to preach at you and say, we've got our lives figured out and be like us. It's like, it's more like, man, we really struggled yesterday and this is how we got through it. And I hope this helps you. It's because we are always evolving, always learning. And I think we both just want to share what we've learned and the tools that we have learned and developed and help other people cope and not just cope, but go from coping and turn that into actually thriving and realizing that coping is part of the tool that then actually creates what you want in life.
Totally. Totally. All right, so we're going to tell you guys a little bit who we feel this retreat is for. To be quite honest, I think anyone who has any kind of desire for their own personal growth is a perfect fit for this retreat. But some of the things that we are going to be addressing is this is great for anyone who wants to break past any kind of upper limits. So if, I don't know if you've ever read the book The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. He talks a lot about upper limits and like that sort of plateau that we hit, which is essentially that ceiling is our beliefs, right? And what we believe is possible for ourselves and what we believe that we're worthy of and all of that stuff. So it's going to be a weekend of like breaking past all of those limitations that you have in your head that you think are getting in the way, or stopping you from being at your fullest potential, and accessing the limitless potential inside of you and in your life, in the world around you. We're going to be, it's great for anyone who wants to uncover their hidden potential. So I can promise you that the potential you see in yourself is probably only about 10% of what is actually there. And the only way that we can uh, see what we're made of, see the potential that we have, is by stepping out of our comfort zone, is by going out and stretching our souls to do something that is unknown, that is a little scary, that we've never tried before. And like Andy and I are going to be sharing a lot of stories in the retreat about this, about some huge personal challenges that we went through, emotionally, spiritually, um, and like what we learned we were made of as we stepped into that and as we had to go through that. So we really want you to leave seeing so much more potential in yourself than you can actually see right now. So really removing those blinders, removing those limitations so that you can go out in the world and really like thrive at the level of the potential that you have, because most of us are not. We're staying very small and very comfortable. And if you
I'm
want
staying safe.
safe, right? It's the
Yeah.
cocoon. No, the cocoon
Yep.
is actually the uncomfortable part. Um,
Right.
we're going to be talking a lot about intuition, and how to build a relationship with your intuition. We're going to help you learn like what does your intuition feel like or sound like or look like? Where do you feel it in your body? How can you really connect to it on a daily basis, and how to navigate the awkward and and uncomfortable part of listening to your intuition. So Andy and I have a signature talk that we give called Own Your Awkward Intuition. And we talk a lot about that because that's often what gets in the way of people continuing, because it's like, oh, this is uncomfortable and scary and so awkward. This must mean that I'm on the wrong path. No, no. If you're feeling that, it's because you are actually on the right path.
Yeah. And one thing that I love about our partnership and our talk is that I was following my intuition, but didn't really know what intuition was
Yeah,
until the last year. So I started to learn more about intuition and how that leans into things. And yet I was doing the things, I just didn't know it. And so it did feel awkward. And it was like, oh, but then actually having that paired with the lessons from you
yeah,
of no, wait, this is actually supposed to feel that way, or it's okay and it's gonna be that way, then it could be like, oh, okay, so that's awkward, but normal awkward, um, for doing this kind of stuff.
totally. Totally. I just gave you guys a little sneak peek, but I just had to go help the fire. We are going to give you a tour of the cottage. So hang tight, hang on to your panties. We're going to do it, but it's at the end because we want to keep the good part for last.
Uh,
um,
I'm excited about that because I have not
I
see
know.
I've seen, the stuff on the website and that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
but I'm excited.
And the last thing is like we're gonna be who this is for. Like obviously, this is for someone who's ready to go a little deep. We are going to turn inwards and go deep and look at some stuff that maybe is uncomfortable and awkward sometimes, because we want to gently nudge you through some beautiful transformation, like that caterpillar to butterfly. So you get to come cocoon with us for a couple of days, as you move through some transformation. So we are going to go deep, but we are going to also keep things light. We're going to balance it with some deep work and then some lighter things that are going to be around play and fun. And if you don't already know, Andy is an incredibly hilarious comedian. So he's going to be giving us a little comedy show. So we are going to laugh a lot. We're going to relax a lot. And we're going to have, if you've never heard of hygge, I can't say the word, but anyways, it's like a Danish philosophy of life, and it is going to be a very hygge weekend. And I'm just going to read to you one description of. There's a million of them if you look it up on Pinterest, but this is one that I really love. A calm, comfortable time with people you love, a complete absence of frustrations or anything emotionally overwhelming, taking pleasure from the cozy atmosphere and enjoying the simple pleasures of life, often enjoyed with good food, drinks, warm blankets, and candlelight. So it is going to be a hygge time because it's going to be fall here. There's going to be colors everywhere. We've got the fireplace, cozy blankets, all kinds of really good stuff. I'm going to be bringing in some cacao. I forgot to tell you this, Andy. We're going to do a little cacao ceremony during the retreat. So cacao is essentially like a pure, well, it's cacao, chocolate, let's say. We call it chocolate, but it's the purest version that is picked right from the tree. It's going to be a ceremonial cacao. So it's very potent and it's very, just magical things happen with
I'm
it.
glad that's what it was because my mind went to chocolate, and then I was like,
Just imagine like the
but
best cup of like pure hot chocolate you could ever
yeah,
have in
it's
your life.
basically like the actual before it's processed, and
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
exactly. And the cacao is blessed before it's, created and everything. So we are going to do a little cacao ceremony. So lots of hygge in that retreat.
Mhm. And I
Okay.
think that's the one thing to be aware of is it's it's a mix of vulnerability, but that's where the growth comes in, but it's also comfort because it's not everything doesn't have to be so deep and overwhelmingly like, oh my gosh, I've got to cry every 5 minutes. I mean, we're when we're having these kind of life breakthroughs, it can get emotional, but it's a lot of fun too, and that mix of emotion is what makes it so powerful when you have the time where you're stepping away from the world and you're just in a caring place with people who by the time you leave are going to be some of your best friends. I already know we're just going to we're all going to have so many breakthroughs that we're going to leave, but we're going to have those moments where it's like, we're going to be laughing about something weird someone's going to say or something funny that's going to get messed up. We're going to have a lot of fun along the way. So
We're gonna have so much fun and you're gonna be so well taken care of. I'm actually curious, Andy, what is your sun sign in astrology? Do you know?
my sun sign,
When's your birthday?
um, my birthday. Well, so I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, that's why I love you so much. Oh my God. Friend, like I'm a Cancer. So Cancer is like the cozy, nurturing mama bear.
Okay.
Scorpios are like the fun, like let's go out and do some fun stuff. So
Oh,
this is the perfect
gotcha.
balance. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Okay, so you're gonna have some Scorpio Cancer vibes taking care of
Yeah,
you.
we'll balance each other out on the energy.
Exactly. Exactly. Wade's a Scorpio also. That's why I love him so
Oh,
much
that's
too.
funny.
So you guys are my Scorpio
That
peeps.
makes sense.
Okay, so we're gonna walk you through the landing page quickly of the retreat so we can just kind of give you a bit more information about the specific details. We don't have the full schedule of all the activities yet. It's coming soon and we're gonna publish and share that soon. And then we're gonna share a special bonus that Andy and I have for anyone who signs up between now and next Wednesday.
Bonus.
Yes. And then we're going to do the tour of the cottage so you can actually see where you are coming. So I am going to share our beautiful landing page for the
And one of
Limitless.
the things while you're pulling that up, one of the things I am really looking forward to is there is a private chef coming to cook food, and it's going to be some pretty delicious stuff.
It is going to be so delicious. I have had her food. She's such a good cook, and I'm so excited to have her come just make some delicious food for those meals. Um, So the Limitless Retreat is October 3rd to 7th, this October 3rd to 7th in what it's called Grenville-sur-la-Rouge. It is where I am from. And it is about unleashing your limitless potential. So what you can expect is releasing anything that's holding you back, deep intuitive connection, learning how to trust your gut, take the leap, and just navigate the next steps in your life with clarity and confidence. Uncover some desires that you might have that you might not even know about and your potential in you. Embracing your next yes, right? So my book is called Say Yes to Your Yes, How to Trust Your Gut and Take the Leap. So we are going to be helping you get clarity on like, what is that next thing you want to do? What is that next yes? And being able to say yes to it with confidence. We're going to cultivate a lot of inner calm and clarity. This is like, I'm a yoga therapist, just by the way, if you guys didn't know, there's going to be yoga and meditation involved. Um, there is no way that I teach anything without talking about the nervous system and the brain. Sorry, not sorry. But it is such an important part of empowering ourselves with our health and our success. So we're going to be like calming our nervous system, um, turning inwards, and not only through like the activities we're doing, but like we are literally hugged by nature here. Like I feel like I'm sitting in a big hug of trees. So just being in the complete quiet of nature in fall when it's crisp out with big sweaters and scarves and like it's just so good for the nervous system. So and if you want to do some cold plunges, you could jump in the lake. I don't think I will, but you
I
can
don't know.
go.
I'm gonna have to go sweater shopping though. That
Oh yeah, you're gonna need sweater. And we're
sweaters
just
and flannels.
exactly slippers. We're gonna be just practicing a lot of presence as well, because that is a huge part of, you know, living a great life is being right here, right now, in this moment. So we want you to let your soul completely unwind. Like I said, just really embracing nature and also igniting your wisdom, creativity, and desires. We really hope that we're gonna like wake up some beautiful magic inside of you. Some of the activities that you can expect, again, there'll be more details here soon, but we're going to have daily yoga and meditation, which I will be teaching. We're going to have some healing nature activities. You can do some of it. There's going to be a lot of downtime also. We want you to have time to go for a walk by yourself if you want, to sit down at the lake, whatever you need. You know, we're going to do a lot of nature stuff. Oh yeah, we're gonna have some laugh therapy comedy with Andy Vargo. That's gonna be so fun. We're gonna have some transformational workshops, beautiful, balanced homemade meals. We're not going cray cray on like super healthy, like you're not gonna be eating celery all weekend. It's gonna be a balance of eating healthy and delicious, right? So when you sign up, we're going to ask you about any allergies, food restrictions, whatever. We want this to be adapted to you. Like, we don't want to force you into anything uncomfortable. There will be a little bit of alcohol for anyone who wants to have wine with dinner. I don't drink alcohol anymore. So you do you, right? We want you to feel balanced and enjoy what you get with us. Um, Lots of Higgy moments. Like I said, you can click on this and go learn more about it. And we are going to pick you up and bring you back to the airport. If you're nice. If you're not, we'll see. So you can just see here what's included and not included in the travel and what's required to come. I'll let you look through that on your own. You can go to um, this page on the website. We will have potentially, I'm still looking, but optional massages, energy work with some local healers that we might bring in, but that would be an extra cost. Um, and I mean, miscellaneous spending money. There's no stores around here, but you know, on the way from the airport, you might want to pick up a
Never know
Starbucks.
what you'll run into on the trip.
You never know.
Oh, this is the view.
This is the view at autumn at the cottage. So it's really beautiful. This actually the colors have already started, which is super fun. And here you can read a little bit more about Andy and I and our love story together. You can watch us in action. I recently interviewed Andy on my podcast for the My Intuition Made Me Do It series. So you can learn a lot more about him here. And this is the retreat investment. So the early bird is over right now. So these are the full prices of the retreats right now, depending on the kind of room that you take. If you take a private room or a shared single, so a single bed shared room, um, it's first come, first serve. So you get to decide. You can reserve your spot just with a $500 deposit and pay the rest before the retreat. We have some payment plans. We do have a pay in full bonus if ever you can pay in full. Um, if you already get this in our bonus, which I'm going to talk about in a second with Andy, we can talk about something different here. So that, and we got some FAQs here if ever you need. So that is the tour of the retreat. Andy, is there anything you want to add?
So we mentioned the bonus while we're on it.
Okay, let's mention the bonus. Go ahead.
So we have a special bonus for you guys right now. Anybody who signs up, today is the 21st, so by the 28th, so you've got a week. Anybody who signs up by the 28th is going to get a bonus session with Jen or myself, or with
And
each of us.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, and Jen and myself. We won't force ourselves on you. If you only wanted to meet with one of us, great, but you have the option to have a one-on-one session. I do an hour and a half reframing and focus strategy session. It's a power session to really pinpoint where you're at in life and where you want to go so you can leave with some key takeaways of what are the next steps. And Jen, what's your session?
You're going to get a 90-minute intuitive flow session with me, which is a mix of coaching, intuitive reading, if you like. So we can bring the cards into it. Strategy, it can be for your personal life, for your business. I have 15 years of experience running and managing startups for multiple six-figure $1 million businesses. So it can be really whatever you need to talk about on that session. So you get that with me. And it'll help you go deeper into the work that you will have done in the retreat, or you can also use it before. You can use it before the retreat or after the retreat. Really doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah, both of these you can tap into before or after. So if you want to kind of get a jump start on where you want to go and then build on that at the retreat, or if you want to go to the retreat and then say, you know what, maybe a few weeks after I want to do a follow-up and say, man, let's take the next step. Or you could do Jen's before and mine after, or vice versa. Like however it works for you, there's a lot of flexibility there. But you get those bonuses by signing up by August 28th, which is next Wednesday. So you've got 1 week. Unless you're watching this on the replay, you might be down to 6 days, 5 days. I don't know. Hurry up. Just 28th is the day to get those bonuses. So get in there and make it happen.
Yeah. And it's that signing up means like just putting your deposit. So you don't have to pay in full or anything.
Yeah.
Shall we do the tour?
I want to see this place.
Okay.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to my phone. So I'm going to mute myself here and turn off my sound for a second so we don't get there.
Oh, right.
So you can tell another joke while I'm doing that.
Oh, no pressure, no pressure.
No
I
pressure.
tell you. All right. Well, you guys, I'll just say I am really excited about this retreat. It's going to be so much fun, and I have to, you know, give kudos to Jen for doing all of the hard lifting on pulling this together because she has done the website, all the logistics. This is amazing. I've always wanted to be involved in retreats, but I haven't put one on myself, and so this is a lot of fun to see it happen. And we're just gonna hang out and have fun. And also, I will say the humor isn't gonna be just the 1 hour. I'll be getting little digs in there the whole time. Like I kind of, when things get too serious, I'm the guy in the corner going, "Oh, did you notice that?" Or making a little smart ass comment here and there. So we're gonna have a lot of fun just the whole weekend. I cannot wait. Um,
I have to say, well, my Zoom undownloaded, so it's just downloading again. Uh,
oh.
I was thinking about that while I was driving up. I think that's one of the reasons why we have such a good energy, like connection together, is that we both really love to laugh and have fun. And I feel like when we're together,
Mhm.
even when we're having our face in the sofa days, which is our hard days, we're laughing about it. And I actually just sent you a, reel this morning about those kinds of cocoon.
Oh, Oh,
Um,
I saw that. Yes,
yeah.
yes, exactly. It's like, yep, that is us.
Yeah, totally. So, we for sure. I mean, there's going to be laughs and fun in between all of it. So, oh,
Oh, there you are. Oh, look at that. She muted just in time. Look, it's the two gens. There
okay.
we
Stay.
go.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. So, hang on, I'll just go like this first and then we'll
Okay.
start from the.
Do you want to highlight your
Oh,
current?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Hang on, let me do that. Let's highlight me.
And I don't know if you turn your phone sideways, it might fill the screen more.
Oh, yeah. Like this.
Yep, there we go.
There we
Perfect.
go.
Now we got a video.
Okay. So, okay, this thing is being live streamed. Let me flip her over. There we go. So
Oh,
this is where we come in.
welcome
Ooh,
home.
welcome home. There's a lot of art in this house. My uncle was an artist. Um, we'll just come into the bathroom. I'm not sure where the light is. I haven't stayed here in quite a long time, so
You
there
have,
we go.
I was gonna say you have about 6 weeks to find the light switch.
I know, right? Beautiful bathroom. There's just window, like you get nature everywhere. Hi.
Hey,
All right. We're going to do the outside after because I'm going to need to get some boots. This is the beautiful kitchen.
nice. I love how open it is too. I can just see like a nice community vibe of
Yes,
just hanging out and oh wow, look at that.
I know. So this is going to be our lounging space. This is where we are going to be eating together. We've got a downstairs here that's actually a studio space. I'm going to go down in a second. This is where we're going to be doing our yoga. Here's one of the private rooms.
Nice.
Nice and cozy. Yeah, we've got like the beautiful views all
Ooh,
over
look at
outside.
that.
I know there's actually a little loft up there as well, which we might use. We'll see how the weather is.
I love the all the windows where every
Yeah,
room seems to have a good, even the bathroom has a good view.
totally. All right. Am I going too fast or is this okay?
No, this is great.
Great. This is another little reading computer room. So we can sit here.
Okay, can see the deck out there too. Nice.
Yeah. So it's a wraparound deck. We're going to go outside. It is a total wraparound deck.
Wow.
Yeah. We got a little desk here.
I just
Lots of,
like how there's so many different areas you can sit and hang out.
yes, exactly.
'Cause, anytime you have these get-togethers, you inevitably have, side conversations or follow-up or connections where it's like, oh, we got into this deep conversation and we want to keep it going. And you can just step just out of the group where you're not totally excluded, but you're just, you
Yeah.
know,
Take a little moment to yourself.
or just even go sit over there and read. Or
Yeah.
is
There's a
that
little,
does that thing feed birds or squirrels or what?
um, there's nothing in it right now, but it is a bird
Okay.
feeder. Not
Bird
sure what,
feeder. Okay.
that's the lake down there. I'm going to go out in a
Oh
second. It is,
wow, it's right on the lake.
oh yeah, we're just perched right on top of the lake here.
Yeah, here, put a bird feeder out, and if you don't do it right here, we're feeding squirrels. Ooh, there's a
I'll be
fire.
sitting, yeah, I'll be sitting here all weekend because I'm always cold. I'm going to close up our little fireplace. So we've got the beautiful fireplace and it's like this floor to ceiling chimney. It's just gorgeous.
Wow, more art.
Yeah, lots of light. And if someone knows how to play the piano, they can just play the piano. More views of the lake here. This is a little porch, but it's probably going to be a little chilly in October, so I don't know that we will come out here, but it is a porch. All of those open up.
I
I
thought you were going to say that's where I'm sleeping.
I mean, you could, there's your bed, Andy.
There
That's where
you go.
you're sleeping.
Nice.
Yeah. So all this is outside, so it's just screened. So if it is warm, we can, but it's gonna be crispy. I'm just warning you. You're gonna have to bring some lots of art up here.
Wow.
We're gonna go upstairs.
Wait, there's more. I love all the wood too.
Yeah, wait, there's more. This is a little one of the loft spaces for sleeping.
Yes.
And then there's again just the windows everywhere. And there's another little bathroom up here.
Those windows with the trees outside, just they look like a painting hanging on the wall.
I know. So imagine when it's all full of colors.
Yeah, I'm picturing it.
If you are like me and you like to soak in the tub, there's a nice bathtub here and there's one downstairs. And you're sitting in the tub, view outside. And then this is the other private room. There we go. You outside. Am I still connected?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's hope I stay connected when I go outside. I'm going to go downstairs first so we can see the downstairs studio where we're going to be doing the yoga and
Okay,
probably
yeah.
maybe
And
some of the workshops.
don't fall down the stairs on a
I,
live, please.
I mean, I'm going to try not to. I already hurt my thumb. I cannot hurt anything else. All right.
Light, please.
I know. Can you see?
Yep.
Okay.
No, I just saw it flip on and just always feel like I have to say that.
I know. Let me see if I can just turn on some
Oh, got
lights.
some more beds. Very cool
Yeah.
bunk beds.
This is the shared bunk that's going to be downstairs. I'm just going to come back here. So we've got this
More
studio.
deck. Wow.
Yeah. Another fireplace so we can keep ourselves toasty during yoga. And then we've got some bunks here, another little desk. And there's a bathroom down there.
Please note our business center.
Please note our business center. And this is the other private room with two singles. So this is one of the shared rooms. And then from here, what's really beautiful, we're going to rearrange the space a little bit, but we've got the view on the lake again.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah. All right. Let me go up and let's bring us outside.
Yay, go find your boots.
On my boots because it's raining. Are you excited, Andy?
I am stoked. This is exciting. This is going to be so fun. Like I've been it's hard to picture just how big this place is.
Yeah. It's
Like you've told me about it, but and the fact that it's right on the lake and also so secluded where there's not you're not looking outside at a neighbor, it's
yeah,
definitely where you want to go to get some mindfulness work done.
100%. So let's hope it doesn't disconnect. We're going to try this. If you start to see me getting choppy, Andy, just let me know.
Okay. Nice.
Yes.
Now
Okay.
that
So
deck does go all the way around.
yes, full wraparound deck. It is very cold and rainy here today. But what's nice about October is there's usually a lot of sun. So you can go down. There's little trails to go walking. I don't know if you can see the little trail there.
Yeah, in a little flower pot and stuff. And
Yeah.
um, well, I live in the northwest part of the U.S. where it is very gray and drizzly. So this is fall weather for me. I mean, this is actually summer weather for me. It's actually wet out. That actually looks just like the weather here today. So it
Look at
feels like
these.
being at home. Oh, what is that?
These are little grapes, I think, or little tomatoes. Yeah, they're little purple tomatoes, and we got some
Oh,
bigger ones
wow.
coming
Okay.
here. So
Wow.
nice.
Okay. Nice.
So this is the lake, so we can walk from down there.
Wow.
It's big. You can't see all of it now, and I can't go down because it's going to cut us off,
Yeah,
obvious.
but what also is great is that it's not a lake that's lined with homes, or if they are, they're tucked back. So you're not,
Right. They're
you
tucked
know,
back. So there is actually one, two, three.
for 5 homes around. It's all my family. So we're not going to have any weirdos. It's
Nice.
all people we know, and everyone's very quiet in their little corner. We've got the kayaks, the boats down there, so we can go on the lake in October, even if it's cold, because we're not in the water.
Right. The goal is to stay out of the water. I mean, unless you plan to go in and do a cold plunge. I mean, I get it. Some people are, you know, some
Look
people
at
do
how
that.
cute that is. And then we've got the beautiful stairs that go all the way down to the dock. And the lake over there. And there's actually a little island over there. We call it Blueberry Island. And we can boat over to the island, and it is full of blueberries. I don't know if there will be any in October, but it's our little blueberry island.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, look at,
This is gorgeous.
can you guys see this?
Is
I
it a
don't know.
bird's nest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some sort of nest, bird or squirrel.
Okay.
So that is that. That is the tour of
I
our
love it.
beautiful cottage. I'm just gonna bring myself back inside. Give you guys a little. There's little benches here. You can walk a lot here. There's lots of the road goes all the way around the lake. You can take very safe, quiet, calm walks. Um, it's very beautiful.
Welcome home.
Welcome home. Oh, back in the warmth.
No, that is gorgeous, Jen. I'm excited.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
All right, let me get myself back over here.
Hey,
There we go. Oh,
that's awesome.
yeah. So,
So, who's joining us? Mention in the comments if we'll see you there. Can't wait. It's gonna be so
seriously,
much fun.
it's going to be so much fun. If you have any questions, you can comment on any of these lives that you're seeing, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, and just tag Andy or I, or both of us, and we will go answer your questions in the comments. You can also just reach out to me directly by email at jennifer@jenniferjaneyoung.com. And we will answer any of your questions. We can get on a coffee chat if you need. There's a link, I think, on the landing page of the retreat. If you need to just get on a call and talk it through a little bit and ask questions. Yeah, we're just here to make this happen for you and make it really easy. And we hope that you're going to come and enjoy these incredible days with us.
It's gonna be amazing. We've got a great group lined up already, and whoever else can join us, we're gonna have so much fun. As it's gonna be such a positive experience. I'm excited.
Totally. I agree. So Andy, thank you for doing this with me. I'm really, this retreat would not be the same without you, I have to say. I'm super honored to have you come all the way from the United States to hang out with us.
Well, thank you for putting this all on. As like it wouldn't be happening without you. This is amazing, and it's going to be such a good experience. So positive, so um, impactful. I think to everybody's lives who are able to be there.
Yes, and I actually just want to give a little shout out before we end this live to Sarah Elkins from the No Longer Virtual Summit, because that is where Andy and I really built our strong connection together. We knew each other a little bit before. We had met through a friend. And this it's not a conference, sorry, it's a summit that happens every year for entrepreneurs. It's a time to get away from our screens and connect in person.
Mm.
And it's happening again this year in February in Austin, Texas. Woohoo!
We'll see you
Uh,
there.
yeah, and Andy and I are now part of the committee actually because we are so we're just dedicated fans of this yearly summit. And that is where Andy and I really, really connected, and where all
And we met through someone that I met through No Longer Virtual. Had I not had that connection, so it's like I already had you in that No Longer Virtual family, even though you weren't hadn't met you at one yet. And then as soon as we met in person, I was like, oh, now we really are No Longer Virtual friends.
yeah. And this is the magic that happens at No Longer Virtual. So many collaborations happen after, so many connections, so many things that we do together that we would have never done before. And it's a magical place to meet up once a year if you are an entrepreneur.
Mhm.
You can just go to sarahelkinsconsulting.com. And I just want to make sure that's
I
right.
think it's Elkins Consulting. I don't think it has Sarah on it.
Elkins.
Elkinsconsulting.com.
Yeah, elkinsconsulting.com. And then you'll see in the menu at the top, No Longer Virtual. Andy and I are going again this year. We're super
See
excited.
you in Austin, February 10th and 11th. So
So excited. So thank you, everyone. It was so nice having you. We are going to disconnect this live now, and please reach out if you have any questions.
bye.
Bye.